Hey guys, welcome back to Ivy Crypto. Hope you are all having a fantastic day. Today I wanted to make a video about a couple of projects that are revolved around decentralized media, or DEME or DEME, whatever people want to call it. Now before we get into it guys, this is not financial advice and I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a girl taking you along on the crypto journey. Now we're going to talk about three projects today. One is Flicktu, one is MovieCoin, and one is MovieBloc. Now, before we talk about the projects, let me tell you what decentralized media is. So decentralized media, and this is a term that was sort of made original by Flicktu on Cardano, is a relatively new notion in which media companies are open source entities under the management of stakeholders such as artists, customers, and investors, and intermediaries, DEME's mission is to create open source platforms that give people control over their data, in addition to the sponsored and consumed media initiatives. Media corporations should be open source organizations that are owned by stakeholders such as consumers, creators, and their intermediaries. DEME aims to create open source platforms that give people control over their choices, the media projects that are funded, and ultimately consumed. This type of content is perfectly applicable to the aforementioned media landscape in which we currently find ourselves, because if things continue as they are, we will soon see a rapid decline in the number of capable and talented content creators simply because they are undercompensated properly and treated for their efforts. So essentially DEME is decentralized media. It is media that is not run by big corporates, by big movie studios. It is not watching the same thing over and over again. And I don't know about you guys, but I love my media. I love my TV shows. I love movies. But lately, or the last couple of years, it really just feels like we're watching the same movies and shows, but with different actors. There's not really any originality. And I would love personally to have a say in what I watch. And that's just me. So the projects that I'm going to show you today are involved in decentralized media. One of them is on Cardano, which is Flicktu. If you haven't heard of Flicktu, there's plenty of videos about them on my channel, which you guys are more than welcome to check out. The other two projects are Ethereum-based projects, okay? So Flicktu is in its very, very early stages, okay? It's a Cardano-powered community media incubator. And right now they're going through sort of, funding stages. They're going through an ISPO. And if you don't know what that is, it's an initial stake pool offering where you can stake your ADA, which is the native token of Cardano, and you get rewarded in Flick tokens. Okay, and later on, you can use those Flick tokens to vote on projects. You're given rewards, you can buy NFTs, and there's a bunch of other use cases for the actual token Flick. Okay. But what Flick is doing, and they've got so much stuff happening, it's really important to note with this project, guys, it is in its infancy, okay? It's in its very, very early stages. They're going to be launching their voting platform on the 31st of March, which is only a couple of days away. So there's so much coming for them. I definitely recommend you check out their white paper. Here are the bit of the Flicktonomics, as they call them. Just a bit about, the number one is the media, okay? The main means of mass communication, broadcasting, publishing, and the internet, crypto, and entrepreneurship. So this is sort of the basis of what they are doing. Now, everything on there is about project funding and user rewards. So this gives people a unique opportunity to not only vote for what they want to watch, but make passive income doing it. So they'll fund content creators to produce new films, TV, and internet streaming shows that currently have no access to funding or finance. Flick token holders will be eligible to receive a portion of the distribution profits if the media project is successful. Flick token holders are not exposed to any risk if the project fails. It's obviously powered by Cardano, which I talk a lot about on the channel, plenty of videos if you guys want to check that out. Obviously, we talked about the actual Flick token and what you can do with it. Again, it's in the early stages. The team behind this is fantastic. I have the pleasure of being one of the ambassadors of Flicktu, and it's a great pleasure and great team, and really focused, very receptive to what people want. great on social media. So all the links for these guys will be in my bio. There's a fantastic article here on their Medium about Web 3.0, putting creators and consumers in charge, and how Flicktu is speeding up the transition to decentralized media. And it goes really into how Flicktu will utilize Web 3.0, the value of the community, and how Flicktu revolutionizes the media financing model. So I'll also reference that in the bio if you guys want to check that out. It's a great article on their Medium. And also worth noting, this great article on AMB crypto, DEME aims to disrupt an industry worth $2.6 trillion. So a great article here going all about into Flicktu and what it's all about. So I highly recommend reading that. I'll link that in the bio as well. Now up next, we've got MovieCoin. Okay, now this one here is a lot more advanced than where Flicktu is at. So they've already got a bunch of movies on the platform. MovieCoin is live on Uniswap, so you can actively buy MovieCoin. You can buy NFTs to do with the projects that they're putting out. So very similar to Flick in that way. But this is sort of, again, decentralized media. Let's have a look at their white paper. So invest in the MovieCoin ICO, which is an initial coin offering. So it's a new platform that brings movie funding into the modern era. By combining the technology of NFTs and blockchain, they have created a first-of-its-kind movie funding platform, removing the barrier of entry to lower investment by fans and adding the opportunity for directors and producers to have their movies funded. By tokenizing movie investment into unique and interesting NFTs with profit rights attached, they're giving fans a chance to own a piece of movie history and create some passive income, and movie makers to create unique movie-related works, opening the doors to funding for funding to their fans. So a very similar concept to what Flicktu is doing, but they're just slightly different, in which they're incorporating NFTs as the primary source of being able to get profits and passive income from the movie. So here's going into, in an industry first, instead of the traditional one-dimensional marketplace to raise film finance, MovieCoin.com has developed a revolutionary three-dimensional primary, secondary, and utility-based marketplace, allowing movie funders and movie makers to benefit from the secondary sales NFT market derived from supplementary images and videos, allowing filmmakers and funders to benefit from primary and secondary NFT sales, profit share from movies, and movie utility tokens. So unlike any other service before it, MovieCoin is allowing movie funders to receive an equal share of profits of each movie pari passu relative to the initial investment. So there's a bunch of stuff here on their white paper again, but the problem, the solution, allows the fans to invest and the movie makers get funded quickly and efficiently. The website's fantastic. I mean, funding now, you can see all the, movies that they've got going on. I'm assuming this one's about soccer. There's a bunch of cool stuff on here. So they are a lot more advanced than when Flicktu is at right now. Minimum investment of $10 and movies coming online. They've got 45 movies coming online, which is fantastic. Great team as well. So all the links for these guys also in my bio, but looks like a fantastic project as well to look into if you're looking into decentralized media or DEME. Now, lucky last is MovieBloc. So again, this one here is well and truly more advanced. They've got a bunch of movies already on the platform. So again, these guys, well and truly advanced compared to Flicktu. They've got a bunch of stuff. I love to see this. This is an LGBTQ plus related movie. A lot of international. This is a project. MovieBloc is a project from Korea. So there's a lot of international stuff on here. You can see some prices for stuff, pretty cheap. So heaps of stuff going on MovieBloc, and let's have a look at their white paper. And another thing with MovieBloc is that it is currently for sale, so it's only 1 cent, so down from its all-time high. The crypto market again is in a bit of a crappy spot at the moment, just generally, but this has peaked, well and truly past 3 cents, which is pretty great. Again, this is a fully functional project. And one of the things that, they in their about, it's a very simple about section, but it doesn't need to be too complicated, is showcase your movie globally. You can create a subtitle with your language and allow more audiences to enjoy the movie. MovieBloc is the biggest participant-centric movie ecosystem. Creators will have equal screening opportunities, transparent revenue share, and audience data. Audiences will enjoy various movies and monetize by marketing movies and making subtitles. So you've got the creator here, and you can see sort of the process, and you've got the consumer on the other end. So let's have a look at this white paper. So MovieBloc, decentralized movie and content distribution platform. I really like that animation, by the way. Cinema is universal, beyond flags, borders, and passport. I couldn't agree with that more. You've got some, really cool, art on this white paper. I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse. Great quote from The Godfather. You've got talk about the current film industry and what it's all about and the money that's around, but the important thing we care about is the solution and what these guys are offering. So MovieBloc will decentralize the film industry to create an ecosystem with transparent rewards catered to the participants' role and contributions. Participants will experience a new ecosystem by taking upon the role of creator, curator, translator, reviewer, viewer, etc. Other blockchain-based film projects primarily focus on maximizing the profit of the content provider and rewarding the audience. MovieBloc differentiates itself from other projects as it comprises of production, marketing, and translation activity, all done by MovieBloc participants. So they're supporting the creators. The creator's profit is guaranteed. So the creator is guaranteed up to 90% of the revenue at MovieBloc. Translator reward and data. So it rewards creators transparently according to the blockchain-based smart contract once the creator uploads and the user purchase the content. Creators are provided with insights from their followers and viewer data such as age, gender, and traffic source. The insight will help creators to develop and cater content in order to satisfy their audience. So the worldwide screen in MovieBloc. MovieBloc will collaborate with KMP Player to deliver films to audiences around the world. KM Player is a video playback software with the world's longest history and millions of active users. According to USSoftonic.com, KM Player is used in more than 150 countries and more than 800 million downloads since its first release in 2006. The collaboration between KM Player and MovieBloc will significantly reduce the marketing cost of acquiring new users by introducing the service to existing KM Player users. MovieBloc is a worldwide service. Its simple structure will allow creators to deliver its content directly to consumers around the world with a single upload. 150 countries, 812 million total downloads, 500 million monthly playback, and 20 million monthly active users. So that's pretty great stats coming from their partnership with KM Player. That's statistics from KM Player, not from MovieBloc, but well worth mentioning. It goes more into what KM Player is. So again, pretty great stuff and exciting to see, so many great projects already on this platform as well as on MovieCoin, and I'm so excited to see what Flicktu comes out with on the voting platform. I know that they've already had a bunch of different really exciting projects submitted, so I'm really excited to see what Flicktu comes out with as well. Now guys, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments which project you like the most. Is there one that I missed? I would love to hear your thoughts. As always, guys, if you're not already subscribed to the channel. We're on our way to 10,000, which is the 2022 goal, and watch this space.